cartoons get no respect. They get no respect. You see, a sitcom or a drama can be on the air for years with low ratings. But a cartoon, if it doesn't sell toys, they nip it in the bud. A cartoon doesn't produce, they nip it in the bud. Doesn't matter how good it is, doesn't matter how hard work was put into it, doesn't matter how much hard work was put into it, they don't respect it. They don't give it no love. Hi everyone, my name is Chris, and I'm a cartoon fan. In case you can't tell, I've loved cartoons and video games my entire life, and nothing makes me sadder, angrier, and more rageful than when a perfectly good cartoon gets canceled. So I want to make my list of top 10 cartoons that should have never been canceled. Now, the inspiration for this video came from Watch Mojo. They made a list, and I didn't agree with their number one pick whatsoever. I don't want to spoil their video, but the number one pick is wrong. So if you're watching this video and you love cartoons, let me know which list you think is better. I'll link down to Watch Mojo's list down below. But for now, let's get started. Number 10, Wolverine and the X-Men. Now, if you're like me, you grew up with the original X-Men cartoon. You know, the one where Wolverine was all like, I'm Wolverine. Not the one where he was all kind of Australian like, she's not joining the X-Men, is she? She's just a kid. But Wolverine and the X-Men featured the movie version of the X-Men, kind of. I don't want to say too much about it, but I just want to tell you that it was a great show with good writing, and they really took the characters in darker places than we're used to seeing them go, especially after following X-Men Evolution. Sonic, he can really move. Sonic, he's got an attitude. Sonic. That's the theme song of this show that I really liked. Now, when I was growing up, there were two Sonic cartoons that came out around the same time. One was really cartoony and kind of awful, and one was like action-packed, and Dr. Robotnik was actually kind of scary, which is like, what? He's a freaking Eggman. How is he scary? He was scary.
His name is Tails, and he is usually accompanied by Sonic.
Take him. Perhaps his cries will flush out the hedgehog.
Okay? But the point is that this show was really good and it got canceled and ended on a cliffhanger. Number 8. Okay, I'm cheating here a little bit. Number 8, I decided needed to be shared by two series because I just couldn't decide. The new Thundercats and the new He-Man. The new He-Man was freaking great. Like, really good. Took the stuff that used to be really silly and made it serious and made it awesome. And I'm just like, yo, they took He-Man to a whole new level. And then right before they got ready to introduce Hordak, they killed it. They had the Snake Man show up and it was still good. I'm like, okay, man, I'm loving He-Man. I'm all about it. And the only reason it didn't make it, not because of low ratings, but it was because it didn't sell toys. It's not my fault that your stupid toys weren't good enough for this awesome show. I'm just saying, like, it's your fault. But the thing is, the same exact thing happened to the new Thundercats show. Thundercats, oh yeah! It was so good. Like, they took it and made it into like this like epic Lord of the Ring-esque type thing. It made like some of the Thundercats related, and it was just, oh my god, it was so good. So good. The changes they made really pulled me in and kept me invested, and then they killed it. Thanks a lot, Cartoon Network. I think I'll be saying that a lot during this list. Number 7, Symbiotic Titan. If you saw it, you know I was good. And you're still really confused as to why they canceled it. There are no words. Number 6, thanks a lot, Cartoon Network. Let's just hashtag that. Let's just make a video or just hashtag that over and over again. Like, thanks a lot, Cartoon Network, because this is pretty much the theme of this video, because they just killed a lot of really awesome shows before their time, like Sheep in the Big City. You probably never saw this show. It was so good, it was so funny, it was so well done, and Cartoon Network killed it.
Shake your booty, sheep.
Ow, my voice is so high.
Go. Number 5, Fillmore, One of the best cartoons I've ever seen and you've probably never heard of, and is still a veteran of the Saturday morning game. One of the last real Saturday morning cartoons, and a phenomenal one at that. The writing was amazing for a show about kids in a grammar school that were basically like a recreation of a like gritty like crime drama. It was pretty action-packed. I was like, yo, what is this thing? This is great. Number 4, it has Dookie in it. Freaking Invader Zim! Like, one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. And I said about all these because they're all so good. But this one was really good because it was super unique and really, really weird. And not like weird in like Ren and Stimpy kind of weird where like people were like putting their butts in your face. But more weird in the fact that there's like an episode where Zim has to eat human parts to appear more human. And it's just hilarious. Like, I don't even want to spoil the show for you. It's just so strange and so awesome at the same time. And the only reason it didn't do well is because it actually skewed up higher in terms of an audience. This was on Nickelodeon and they were trying to get kids into it, but it was actually skewing better for adults. And it was dumb to me that they canceled it all because all they had to do was put it on Teen Nick. Number 3, Spectacular Spider-Man. You already know. I know you know. If you made it this far on this list, if you watch good cartoons, you know you good cartoons. Spectacular Spider-Man was in a word. Spectacular. It was even amazing. And they killed it for Ultimate Spider-Man, which in my opinion only had one good episode, and that was the one with Deadpool. Number 2, Samurai Jack. If you've seen this show, you know that it was a travesty that they got canceled. It was even worse travesty that they freaking didn't let them finish the story. There's still a movie that's supposed to happen, but it's been years. Movie or no movie, this is an amazing show, and it's messed up they didn't let them finish the story. Like, this thing was like tailor-made to have completion. Freaking, dude, Reboot got a chance to come back. Family Guy got a chance to come back. Futurama got a chance to come back. Give us our Samurai Jack. Thanks a lot, Cartoon Network. Number 1, and you all saw this coming. My list is not gonna tell you that Family Guy is the best cartoon that got canceled. That's not true and that's stupid. The best cartoon that ever got canceled is freaking Young Justice, and we all know it. After an amazing first season and a second season, it threw us all for a loop. Like, the things that happened in that show, we're like, what? This is probably better than Batman the Animated Series. And yeah, blasphemy on me by the cartoon gods. No, this show had so much potential that Batman couldn't handle it. He had to send in his B Squad. That's how much potential this show had. It was so good they didn't need Batman to carry it. And they killed it. Unceremoniously, I can't say that word. Unceremoniously, they killed it, okay? They killed it and they didn't care, and they still don't care. And then what do we get in its place? Teen Titans Go! Yeah, Teen Titans Go! And when you come back, bring Young Justice. Well, everybody, that is the end of the list. Let me ask you, what is your favorite cartoon that got canceled? If I make a part 2 of this, because I had a lot of cartoons to weigh down to get down on this list, and I still feel heartbroken about the ones that didn't make it. So if I make a part 2 of this, what do you want to see in it? What 10 cartoons do you think need to be back? What 10 cartoons you believe never should have been canceled? Let's hear about it down below. Albert, use teleport. Hard to say things like, "No, I'm good."